What's going down, guys? I'm here with the man himself, Mr. Michael.
How's everybody?
We'll get started in a couple minutes once everybody gets tuned in. So, if y'all there, hit us with a thumbs up.
I'm ready to talk about what we've been doing. I don't know what you've been doing.
I know. I think it's about time, man. I hope you guys have been killing them out there and just ripping lips left and right.
Yep. Fish are definitely biting. Everything's warming up around everywhere. We had a cold front in the south this week, so Georgia, South Carolina, Florida has gotten temperature drops like crazy, but the fish are still biting, so hopefully it'll stay good.
Absolutely. It's starting to move up. I don't know about in y'all areas, but here in Florida, it's a little bit warmer versus Georgia, so I hope it's good things to come, man. Hopefully this weather gets stabled out in y'all guys' area.
We've been catching a lot of fish, so or at least we did yesterday. Today was a little rougher, but we'll talk about that soon.
Brutal winds. The winds were ridiculous today.
Yeah, the 10 to 15 starting out, and then it ended up being 15 to 20 in the afternoon. So it's just crazy how much the wind changed in one day. It went from 5 to 10 to almost 20 miles an hour the next day. So it's crazy.
Absolutely, man. Wind plus jumbo boats equals a crazy day on the water.
Yep.
Boat positioning was a adventure, but hey, we got it done for the most part, though.
Yep, definitely worth the time. There's a lot of work, I will tell you that.
Tons of work, guys. If y'all have any questions or anything, just hit us up and let us know. We'll get straight into it. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Maiden Dave, man? We're in your stumping grounds, man. We're in Florida, man. What's going on, Eric? Yeah, we're in Florida, man. I'm hanging out with Michael, man.
Yep, we've been catching some fish, so it's been good. At least yesterday was. Today was not easy.
We worked. I think we did, 7 hours probably?
Yeah. 8 yesterday and then almost 7 today. So, and we only ended up with 3 fish today. So that's a little rough in comparison to yesterday.
Yes, it was great. I see you, Michael. Shake them up, man. As always. And we got Maiden Dave said he's going to be in Miami, I believe, in May. Let me know, man. I may have to make that trip down there. Any gators?
Nah, we didn't see no gators. Not this time. They're around, but the cold front definitely stopped a lot of the stuff from moving around. We saw a lot of deer and turkey. Does that count?
That's right, man. Hey, a ton of Gators fans, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a Gators fan.
University of Florida home right here. I'm a Georgia fan, so it hurts. But I definitely, there's a lot of Gator fans around.
Absolutely. So, Maiden Day, you was actually on Lanier. Now, did the pros leave you any fish, man? Hopefully, he was able to catch a couple out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that lake lately.
Most definitely, those big old spots. Are we fishing tomorrow? We plan to hit it pretty hard tomorrow, but for a short period of time.
Yeah, no saltwater this time, but I told him he got to come back down. We'll catch some redfish and trout. I got some spots, especially Steenhatchee area, Rocky Creek. There's some good trout fishing and some redfish around that area.
Yeah, man. I told him I wanted to catch a shark, man. I need to catch a shark from the shore. FLW was awesome. Had a great time on the boat. Nice, man. Good job, Jared. 17.2 pound
That's
bag?
solid. That's
solid. Ridiculous. Now, how much was spots and how much was largemouth as far as your bag, man? I know you've been racking them up on Lanier. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to have you in the house, man. What's going on? Any big ones yet?
He touched it. He touched the subject. He'll let him tell you. It's we had some good fish. He caught a 6.5.
A 6.5.
But there was some bigger fish caught.
It was. That wasn't the biggest fish. Y'all will see in the video pretty soon. We can't give out all the secrets yet. But first day was pretty epic, I must say, man. It was one of the better days I had in a long time. Let's see, Jerry Adams. I had 17.2 total this year.
Dang.
Well, I know you had one big fish already, man. That 7.4 was a solid fish, man. So that is no joke, man. 17.3 kicker and a 4.5 spot that broke my spot PB. That's a big spot.
Oh, that's a big spot. Yeah, anything around that 4 pound range is pretty big.
He's asking about a frog down here, man. Is it warm enough?
So yeah, you can catch them on the frog. We pretty much caught most of our fish yesterday on top water. So the frog bite would definitely be good. I like to wait a little bit longer. I like to generally throw that later in April, early into May, when that water temperature gets a little more stable. Right now, the water temperature is fluctuating because of all the cold fronts we still have. So we've been catching them on top water, but definitely a little bit faster moving bait, more like a swim bait. So we'll talk about that here in a moment. He's got some baits that he wants to show everybody.
What's going on, guys? What's up, Jordy, man? What's up, Hook 'em in the Mouth? Hey, and one funny thing is also maiden day, I caught fish on top water. You give me a hard time about that. So Jordy said, what's our go-to snack on the boat?
So our go-to snack, I would say sunflower seeds. We were talking about it before we went fishing. I love sunflower seeds. He loves sunflower seeds. We pretty much had sunflower seeds on the snack the whole time. On the boat the whole time. That and water. That was really about it.
Yes, exactly, man. We had some shenanigans. Like, I caught a big fish with a mouthful of sunflower seeds, man. So
and
it's
he's
pretty
trying to
interesting.
talk with the sunflower seeds in his mouth. It was pretty funny.
Let's see. Did you ever see my video where I hooked them in the mouth? Of course, man. I watch every video hook them in the mouth. I don't miss them, man. Let's see. Water temperature in PA is 33 degrees. Wow, buddy.
Yeah, I would be throwing pretty much nothing if it was 33 degrees water temperature. Float and fly. There's my go-to.
Exactly, man. That is
Cold
cold,
for that.
bro. That is
Yep.
cold.
Yeah, we're rocking like 65 to high 68 water temp.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear water where we were fishing yesterday and today. So, yeah, blade baits. That's
Exactly.
a good one. Yep.
That's a great one, man. So, hey, stay warm is the first most thing. Don't fall in the water, man. Do you have clear water yet? Or you still have some ice down there? I mean, with those temperatures, it has to be pretty
33
sketchy.
degree water temp. They should have some ice though.
Yeah, you should have some ice still. That's ridiculous, man. We get some ice in Georgia here and there, but nothing like that, man. So props to you for even thinking about fishing this time of year.
I'd be hiding in the house.
Exactly.
Ice
is off.
Really?
Nice, man. Nice.
That's good. That's good. I saw some videos the other day of upper Wisconsin area that still has tons of ice. They're like deep, like using long extensions just to ice fish. So it was pretty impressive.
Next year I may try some ice fishing. I don't know, man. I do okay with the cold weather.
Not
the best.
He can ice fish. I'm staying down south. I don't like the cold. I'm gonna stay down south. I'll go up, north to duck hunt or deer hunt. But when it comes to fishing, I want to stay down south where it's warm.
Oh, I bet so, man.
Definitely.
I don't even know anything about that, man. Like, that type of weather is off limits to me, man. I caught a fish while I was going to joke around and say, you know what I did, that fish. You hooked them in the mouth. That's right, man. We don't snag them, we hook them in the mouth, man. Yeah, but guys, we're going to kind of break into some of the things that we use to catch these fish on. This is Michael's field. Honestly, when I started fishing with him, it was completely different to me. It was something that I never experienced. Everything in my mind said to fish a certain way, and it was absolutely wrong. Like, you had to do every single thing you could to get these fish out of the water. I'm not a small guy. I have some muscles here and there, but we had to work for these fish. You kind of want to break down the technique, Michael, because this is like your side of things.
So one of the things that we do down here in Florida is we fish a lot of heavy cover. And if you're from Florida, you probably know that already. But one of the things that a lot of people are shy away from is fishing in the heavy cover. So we're literally taking the boat into the thickest cover and basically buzzing swim baits across the top. So we throw a Gambler Big Easy. I'm going to show y'all the big size one just so you can reference. It's a lot easier to see in the video. But this is basically what we were throwing. In this size is a little bit smaller here. But this is the color, and it's just a smaller version of that. But it's called the Gambler Big Easy is the size we were using. And basically, we were taking, he did not boat flip the 6, he boat pulled the 6 in. He literally pulled it over the edge of the boat, just FYI.
I didn't break that rod on this side, man. I made it, man.
But we're fishing really heavy cover. Basically, we're casting and winding these baits. So he was joking the other day that we made probably easy 1,000 casts in like the first 4 hours we were fishing.
Yeah.
I bet we made probably almost double that in the first 4 hours. We were casting nonstop. Cast,
rip and run, man. Rip and run.
So the big thing with the cast and winder technique, we're using 65-pound braid and pretty stout rods. I use a 7.6 medium heavy action rod because I like a little bit longer rod.
Exactly.
But he likes to use he's using a 7.3 rod most of the time.
Yeah.
I just like a little, and it's a heavy action for him. I'm using the medium heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I get a lot of power out of my rod. And he can tell you for some of the fish that we were inking in, and you'll probably see in the videos soon.
Exactly.
Is we were just basically trying to manhandle these fish.
It's brutal, guys.
And for people that never done it, like you see it in videos, it doesn't look as hard. He can contest for how hard it is because it definitely makes you faint at heart when you get the bite, and then you have to try to figure out how you're going to get that fish in. We're making as long as casts as we possibly can. Some of the casts are up to 60 yards. I mean, we were casting with the wind at our back. We'd cast as far as we possibly could, and then finding these fish, this bait's back in. But,
I mean, you're talking of massive blow-ups, big fish going directly down into grass.
Immediately.
That
was the big thing is like when you go over the top of it, you look like you can't fish it.
Exactly.
Like it looks impossible to fish. It's not like a punching mat where you would like punch through it. It's literally standing grass, and they're this close to each other, and you're bringing that bait across the top. So we caught quite a few fish. We won't reveal every fish we caught, but I can tell you I caught a 7 in the video, and we also caught a 5, and he caught a 6, 6.5, and then we caught a few other fish here and there. Today we caught a 410 off the bed. That I snatched up on the bed. So we caught some good fish, and all in really heavy cover. It's pretty impressive where those fish like to go.
Exactly, and I saw one in the comments saying a plopper along the grass lines would work, but the stuff we were in was so dense, like treble hooks. They're gonna foul up in it.
He tried to throw a swim bait with treble hooks for a little while, and you could get it down in the grass, but basically you couldn't move it. So it would fall. But at that point, you couldn't fish it. You literally had to fish, and I got a beast hook rigged. I can show y'all. But this is owner beast hook, and he's got the package to show you what it looks like. But this is pretty much a go-to. You got to have a big, heavy hook and a little bit of weight to cause it to rock back and forth. So when that bait's on top, it's completely weedless. Yeah, gotta have it. You gotta have the weedless. But the toad runner, so the toad runner would be great. Tinkle frog, or the I think it's called the teckle frog. Teckle frog would work fine too. The downside to those baits though is eventually what happens is you want to drop this down in the water column. So even though that grass you're buzzing across the top, every now and then you'll get to a spot where the fish starts to follow it, and we'll slow it down. So you'll literally see the bait ride across the water column, and then we just kind of slow it down, and it just gradually gets lower, but the fish eat it underneath sometimes. So that's where I don't like the frog bait as much when I'm trying to fish this way and cover water. I really looked at the teckle frog, the toad runner, the new Booyah version, but this has actually been a really, really good.
It was pretty good, man. I would say on the first day we were probably 75%.
On the swim bait, I would tell y'all the biggest thing is not the hookup ratio. We hook fish. We are fighting fish. It's landing the fish is the hard part.
It's the battle, man.
It's the battle of the fish. The hookup ratio with the swim bait is actually a lot better than most floating frogs, like the teckle frog or that Booyah toad runner, or even just a spro frog or something like that. This has a really good hookup ratio. The problem is you hook the fish, and if they're a big one and they get down at any point, you won't land them.
You lose.
He's got a story. I don't know if he wants to talk about it. You want to talk about the one you missed?
Yeah, I mean, we can get into it.
The one you lost. You didn't miss it. You hooked it and had it. It was a pretty big fish.
Yeah, guys. I had a potential double digit that got off, man. Like, massive explosion. Right time it hit, we knew it. I mean, the mouth on it was just ridiculously big. I set the hook late in it. I felt the weight of the fish. It was a solid fish.
I could see the fish 40 yards away in the water. That's how big the fish was.
It was massive.
It was a big fish.
I mean, but in this way of fishing, if you can't turn the head and you can't get that fish coming to you, then it is a wrap. I set the hook, and it went left, probably the deeper water. Then it buried itself down. I felt a couple of head shakes, and after that, I knew it was pretty much a wrap. I couldn't turn it. You have to get that fish in quick, fast, and hard. There's no playing around with it. If it goes in the grass, sometimes you can finesse it, but it's a coin flip at that point in time.
Yeah, but I've caught a 915 out of the same type area. So I know what a big fish looks like, and a lot of people are like, oh, what's a big fish? Like, I can tell you what a big fish is. We caught several big fish that day.
We did.
Several big fish over the 6 pound mark. We caught several of them that day.
It was,
but it was a big fish.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker, but we caught good fish that made me feel pretty good at the end of the day.
Yeah. He even though he was mad, I'll tell you, he took it like a champ. He lost the fish, and all he could talk about was the one he did catch. So y'all get to see that in the video, but it was pretty cool. And hopefully he'll show the. A video, what video we do have of the fish he missed. I don't know if we have a lot of video of that one.
Small sample.
Yeah, small sample of it, but it was late in the day. Batteries ran pretty low. Even though next purchase he'll be making is a charger for the cameras, because that's something that came in.
But Jared, as far as the Sunline, man, I like it, man. Super smooth, man. I'm definitely gonna be using it. In this area, it was kind of tough to use it. I mean, you had to have strong braid, like 65-pound test.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like you ended up, you had braid on one reel, but it wasn't on the rod you wanted. So I gave you a reel with braid on it, 65 braid, because I think you missed the first fish on fluorocarbon.
Yeah.
And you just couldn't get enough behind it. You just couldn't keep up with it.
The hook with the grass. As far as braid, man, Power Pro is what I've been using. The Spectra 65-pound test.
65. I actually I got a spool right here. Step out of the camera real quick. That's 65 Power Pro. That's pretty much go-to. I use 50 sometimes, but 65 is definitely the way to go. I've been selling fishing tackle for, 15 years now. With a very large retailer and doing a lot of fishing, and that's definitely something that we sell more than any other brand is Power Pro, and it's definitely probably one of the best.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty solid. I use it on some of my other tackle, not all the 65, but I use 30 every now and then also too. Yeah, I think it's good braid also. Yeah.
Definitely.
So how's fishing been going with you guys? Give us some input on that. Let's see, the original's like a saw.
It was. It was definitely a different formula when it first started out. I can tell you that from just spooling the reels, putting line on a bunch of reels for customers and stuff. I can tell the difference myself.
What's up, Kevin? Good to hear from you, man. Good to see you on here. Next time you coming, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, getting better in GA. Oh, what's up, Tricolor Tablet? Yeah, man, GA really is getting better. I think our fish should be on bed pretty soon in that North Georgia area, man. It's coming soon, man, so be ready. Yeah,
it's the tail end of the spine here, so we've seen quite a few fish on bed, but I think here this week, especially this weekend, my St. Patty's Day for Georgia has always been a good kickoff day for spawn. Some fish will go on bed early, but it seems like St. Patty's Day is the real true kickoff for at least the southern half of Georgia.
Exactly. What's up, Raymond? It's good to hear from you. I'm ready too, man. We're going to kill some fish, man. It won't be too soon. Sorry, guys. Trying to read some of these questions. We got to meet up and fish the reservoir. Oh, he wants you to come down and fish the reservoir.
All right.
The spot I was talking about.
Is that the spot? Where you caught the 7? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. He's told me it's some tough fishing. I'm used to fishing tough places, though. Not used to fishing that muddy of a water, though. I seen the water in that place.
Now, it did rain. Now, usually it's fairly clear, man.
Really?
It's grass.
Tons
of grass.
Okay.
Not as bad as...
It was just really rainy?
Really rainy.
Okay.
Yeah, spring weather. I think you would like it. It's some big fish, but they're hard to get.
Hey.
Like you said.
Like I said, I've fished pressured places. That's definitely something I'm used to.
Exactly. Gotta get that lose match. Yeah, Eric, go ahead and get it, man. I know you've been wanting it. The orange one? The green one. The green one. How do you like the new sticks? I like them, Kevin. I like them. I didn't get to fish them too much, man. I got a story to tell you later on, man. Just with the type of fishing we were doing, it wasn't really effective.
Yeah, he ended up using your rod.
Yeah.
Pretty much most of the time.
Yeah, the Ducket.
Yep.
The Ducket heavy, man.
Yep.
And it stood the test to some good-sized fish. The green
the green one.
It is nice, man.
Yeah.
They've been doing pretty well so far. A lot of people seem to like to lose. Don't break that one too. I'm trying to slow down with breaking rods, man. I don't need any more breaks, man.
Yeah. I mean, if he does, I told him he just needs to send it off. Just get it over with. Just send it off. Man. Pay the money. I'll give him my best business card. He can put it in the box. Maybe I'll return it faster.
Exactly. Oh, you got it, Eric. Nice, man. I'm going to Arabia Mountain Friday. First time, any tips? Raymond on here probably can tell you too, man. He's fished a little bit more than me, man. Fish should be close to beds now. So keep your eyes open for potential bed fish. I think you have an opportunity to catch some of those. Lizards can be a great one. Make sure you carry some jigs. Some plastics are great for bed fishing. Also, make sure if you're bed fishing to have something bright that you can see.
Yep, that came in clutch for us. I ended up, I use a big bite baits warmouth quite a bit for bed fishing, but it was so windy it was hard to see the bait. Even though it's a silvery bait, it was really hard to see. So I ended up throwing a ultraviolet speed worm, or not ultraviolet speed worm, ultraviolet speed crawl, and a Strike King flipping tube a lot that was in white pearl. So it made it really easy for me to see. Actually, I caught both the bedfish that I ended up catching on both those baits.
Just so much visible, and that's huge to be able to see where your bait's at in relation to where the fish at, and you can see how they're reacting to each other. Yeah, and congrats, Eric, on your new rod purchase, man. I hope you rip some lips, man.
Yeah, Lou's makes some great product.
Exactly. Eric's actually a tournament fisherman too, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
BB Cricket.
I don't know about that one, man.
Oh yeah, the BB Cricket's small, man. That's definitely a good bait. We catch a lot of fish on it. It would be good for the bed fishing. Yeah, on a short leader. Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good too. That's pretty similar to what I know a lot of big people like to throw, like big flipping baits like power shotting basically on the beds, and that works really well. I've never been a big fan of tying leaders to stuff. I feel like that's a weak point in the connection, especially if you're fishing in like tight cover like we were fishing in today. I normally bed fish with a fluorocarbon line, but I ended up bed fishing today with braid. And if I wouldn't have had braid, I probably wouldn't have landed a fish because it was pretty tight cover around where I was catching the fish on bed.
Exactly. Raymond, we'll link up, man, and get that planned out one of these days, man, to go rip some lips. We got to try out that new reservoir also, too, Hard Labor Creek. It should be a potential big fish day on there, man. It's a brand new reservoir, just open. In
really?
Area. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It hasn't been fished for a while.
Was it like public or private before? Is that what it was?
It's private. They were setting it up.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Nice. I'm down.
All those new lakes like that, it's really nice to figure out what the fish are doing. That's probably one of my favorite things about fishing. It's always a challenge trying to figure out what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Braid in Florida, yeah.
I guess it all depends on what territory and what you're fishing. I mean, because for every type of fishing, it's different applications.
Yep. I don't use braid for everything. I use braid for a lot of techniques because I am in Florida. But I use a lot of fluorocarbon. I use fluorocarbon on a lot of my crankbaits, my spinner baits. I'll use a lot of mono when I'm fishing like true topwaters, like I call a spook or like a pop-ar or something like that. I don't like to use braid for that so much. I'll use it if I have to, but I like to use mono for that. But I use braid for power fishing techniques, you know. Yeah. I don't even like fishing braid on a chatterbait. You know, that's one of the things a lot of people like to fish braid on. I don't like the way it feels. It's got too much vibration.
I use fluoro mono.
Yeah, fluoro mono.
Yeah.
Fluoro is probably the way I would go. I'm not a huge mono fan.
Yeah.
But definitely I use braid for what I need to use it for.
Yeah. And fluoro's strong too, man, and it sinks. So, I mean, there's many options to use different types of lines. I feel like every line sometimes have its own place. Like mono is huge in the swim bait world.
Yep.
Mono is 25.
Big. Yeah, mono's big in the swim bait world. You see a lot of people throwing it.
Just depend, guys. Every application is a little bit different. Yep. So yeah, it was a good trip so far. Tomorrow we got one more spot to check out. It's gonna be a quick session, and we'll see what happens there. Handle 5 point out of the pond. Nice, bro.
Oh, okay,
I see
sweet.
you.
Already catching fish on a brand new reel.
Breaking it in right.
That's nice. And I always struggle catching fish on a new reel. It's like it's got a curse on it. Until I can like break that curse, I'm not catching nothing.
Exactly, man. Like the banana curse, man.
Yeah, I don't believe in the banana one. I'm a net guy. No nets in the boat. Not allowed.
So y'all know we were both flipping fish, man. Reckless, man. Yo, Zuri, I tried it. I think it's pretty decent, man. I had to get used to it. At first, it was just kind of different to me.
Yeah, copolymers are definitely a great line. P-line is probably one of my favorites. I've tried the Zuri. I fished it a lot. But I love P-lines. The CXX and the CX has been really good. Matter of fact, I was just telling him earlier, I used the Fluoroclear a lot on spinning gear.
Let's see. Hey, good job, Eric, man. A 5-pound fish is a good fish anywhere. I'd take one of those any day of the week, man.
Kelvin, we do need to go back to Gale. It's been a while, man. I don't know if I even can get in there. But I'm pretty sure Wayman will hook me up and let me get in. But caught plenty of big fish out of there. 3 10s, man. Out of that one lake.
Boy.
It's a lot of big fish.
110 is epic, and you're like 310s on one lake is ridiculous, man.
Yep.
He's a stick too, man. P-line is cheese. Stop on. Coming your way soon. You coming my way, Eric, or you coming to Florida? Let me know which way you coming, man. We might have to take a trip to Florida. P-line is tough. Spring bait next week. Okay. Hey, keep me in the loop, man, so I know what's going on. So we can try to plan something, man. On one of those off days, we can try to link up. Hopefully the fish will cooperate. It's been tough as of late, but hopefully when this weather stables out, things will pick up and be good.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Like, we didn't really touch on that. So, like, we caught a bunch of fish, and one of the things, the big, like, I guess, rule for people is cold fronts. They, like, shut down fish, especially Florida strain fish. And I was telling him that, you know, I was a little worried. I mean, he's like, picked a bad time of the week. He's got crazy cold. It was 35 degrees in the morning, both mornings. And it warmed up into 65s. And in Florida, normally when it's that cold in the morning, the fish don't bite.
It's cold for Florida.
So, yeah, very cold. So, one of the things I told him is I heard, you know, that Florida strain fish, generally during the spawn, they'll group up together. And they'll want to spawn even when it's cold, even during the cold front. And so I thought it was crazy. I was like, there's no way. But, you know, I heard some pros say it one time, and I was like, maybe it's true. I've caught fish around the cold front. Who knows? Well, yesterday's epic day proves that is very true. We had a lot of big fish moving up. It really started in the afternoon. We did catch a few fish early, and we found a few fish on beds. But it was 33 degrees that morning when we started out. And by the time we got to the lake, it was like 40. Yeah. But it was still pretty cold. But the fish were biting. So don't ever let the weather really control what you think the fish will do. Just kind of go out and test it out. So hopefully you'll be able to catch some fish on it.
Yeah, and every day is different too. Some people say you can't catch fish in the afternoon. Well, this case is different. You know, the afternoon part of the day warmed up the water. Yep. So it was a big key. And yeah, let us know, man. We can all get together and link up and try to do some fishing too, guys. I'm down with that and trying out new spots and like testing my hand and all of our hands and see if we can catch some good fish, right?
Yep.
That's what it all
takes,
what
the nice thing is, you know, Eric being here and, you know, working with him is kind of taught me a lot of different things to do, and how to, you know, to get with other fishermen and kind of spend some time fishing with other people. Different
techniques, like I never fished the way he fished before, man.
Yeah. And we talked about I don't like the Texas rig fish. This man Texas rig fishes quite a bit, and he likes to fish a shaky head. I don't fish a shaky head. So
swim bait, yeah. So it's just opposites, you know.
Yeah, we've kind of learned a lot about it, you know, each way. One of the fish he caught on bed was actually a different technique that I never had fished on a bed before. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Let's see, Wheeler's fluke, not yet. You know, that's one thing we probably could have tried maybe on the bed.
So I fish a spook a lot, actually, or a fluke a lot. I fish the Strike King Zulu, which they don't even make anymore, I don't think. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I still have a bunch of them, but I'll fish the Zoom one too. But one of the things that I noticed is I fish that a lot after the spawn. So post spawn, I did it a lot in May, June, July. I feel like they were feeding on bait a lot more. So you have bait fish. Kind of moving around, so the fluke weren't really good. I actually got a lot of fish. I got some videos coming up with some bites, some topwater bites that'll be on there. That hopefully will be pretty cool.
Now, do you think the fluke would be good for like the fry garters?
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's what I was saying. That's why post spawn, like anytime post spawn, it's good for the fry garters. It's kind of like fishing a Cinco, but you can kind of work it through, so it makes it look like you're chasing the fry, and then you can be able to catch the fish that way. So
yeah, and the fry, if you guys don't know, or some of you don't know, it's pretty much like the offspring from the bass. So, and usually have your garters to protect the actual baby bass.
Yeah, even though the spawn's still going on here, we already seen a bunch of groups of fry on the lake, and we didn't see a lot of fry garters, which is very odd. He mentioned it several times. I can't believe he didn't see so many of them.
Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Let me read your comment. All right, let's see. Give me a couple seconds. I have to watch the whole video later so I can see what's going on here. Kenny, it hasn't been posted yet, man. We're kind of midway through our trip. Yeah. We got like one more day left. So far, it's been pretty fun, though, man. I came to Florida, 2 days ago or 1 day ago? And we've been trying to catch some big fish, man. And it's first day was great. Today was pretty good. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Empty beds and all the plants. Oh, no, man. Well, that could mean a couple different things,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
It could mean a first wave came up, and then you gonna have fish made the beds and never actually spawn, because that happens a lot if it's a cold front.
Yep.
And I think that's what happened to me. I started catching big fish about 3 weeks ago, as I really was catching the big ones, and I think that's really what happened.
I'm talking like 30.
30. Ooh.
Well, Eric, did you have a cold front in the last couple of days, or maybe in a week or so?
Yeah.
Have you had a
Did
cold
you see
front?
the beds and then see the cold front, or was it like post cold front? Because I know I seen fish on bed that never actually bedded. Cold front happened, they pushed them off, and then they came back up and bedded again. The same fish, like in the same spot and everything. So sometimes that happens. I hope that you didn't miss it that bad. But small ponds, they do warm up faster. So maybe that's the problem.
Most of the bites come off top water. Yeah, Kevin. Like.
Oh yeah.
85%, maybe 90% was top water.
I think we caught 2 fish on bed.
Yeah.
I caught 1 on a wacky, and then everything else came on top water. Pretty much.
It was top water, so completely different from me. I'm a bottom fisherman for the most part of mid water. Well, yeah, Eric, it could mean a couple things. I went out after a cold front. Good. I'm glad you went out after a cold front. I think those fish got pushed back off the beds. The male probably made the bed. The cold front came in and pushed the fish back. Try to check out again. Go fish again and see if they move back in. It's like 2 to 3 feet apart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could be old brim beds from last year that maybe were covered in grass, that the grass has just been pushed away.
Let's see. Yeah, Kenny. We should have some big girls in these videos coming up pretty soon, man. I think you'll be excited, man. It should be some big fish. And yeah, Eric, those beds been that close. Usually bass are a decent amount farther apart from each other. Isn't it? They say kind of like 50 feet.
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of depends on how small the place is. Mm-hmm. If it's less than a couple of acres, then obviously that's gonna make it pretty tight for them to spawn. And they don't normally like to spawn right on top of each other. My rule of thumb is if it's less than like 50 feet, then you might have 2 beds next to each other, or maybe 3, but it's hard to find more than that.
Saw some dead turtle, super fresh beds. I don't know, Eric. I just keep checking, buddy. I would keep checking.
Yeah, if you're seeing the beds, you should be seeing the fish. I mean, there should be males around guarding them, unless that cold front pushed them off.
So far, I enjoyed it. The spinner bait. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of bouncing around to
I know.
tackle and travel. Spinner bait. I haven't caught a fish quite yet on spinner baits. This is the spinner bait guy.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to about spinner baits, I'm kind of new to them for the most part. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to scroll through the comments. Spinner baits.
Yeah, I mean, I used to catch a lot of fish on spinner baits. I don't fish spinner baits as much as I used to. I started, playing with techniques and really trying to dial in like what is good for me and how I fish. I caught a lot of my fish younger growing up catching fish on a spinnerbait. So I know I can catch fish on a spinnerbait. One of my best friends always tells me, throw a spinnerbait, throw a spinnerbait, throw a spinnerbait. And I'm like, I want to catch something other than on a spinnerbait sometimes. But he's adamant about it. And we do catch a lot of fish on them, especially here, because we can keep it above the grass sometimes. We can keep it down. It kind of lets you work the water column a little bit better.
Eric said he caught that fish at nighttime. I got a couple questions for you, Eric, also too, man. Is the place you're fishing at really high pressure? Because sometimes those fish will back off the bed a little bit. I used to be right around the grass, especially if you walk directly up on the bed and they can see you. A lot of times at night times, those big females and males actually just stay locked down on that bed, and it allows you a better opportunity to catch them. All right, sorry guys, we're just trying to read some of the comments. Really good work around some of the areas with these grass and I want to jig. Yeah, we're actually using some of the owner stuff, man. They make great stuff, man.
Yep. And we threw a jig for a little bit.
We did. Back it. Could have been a fry car.
Yeah, and it's possible.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a lot of, like you said, pressure. If there's a lot of pressure on the lake, I've seen bass move up literally like right before dark and then bed at night and then move off during the daytime because of the pressure. So.
Yeah, I hear a lot of times you have a better shot at catching some of those humongous females at nighttime.
Yep.
I mean, because they're relying on their senses more so than anything.
Yep, exactly. And at that point, you can fish them if you know where they are. So one of the things I told him is a lot of guys, they'll put stakes up, and he had talked about, you heard people stick stakes up, and I know people that are just mark like where the fish is, like in relation to the lake, but and they'll fish it blind, like they're just fishing on the bottom.
Smack it right out your hand. That's a good thing, man.
Yep.
Long as you get it out.
Yeah. We had a few do that to us.
Those bedfish are aggressive, man. They fighting for everything. They're babies. Yep. It's real out here, man, with bed fishing. So it's fun, but it can be tedious, and it takes a while sometimes to get those fish to commit. But I love it. I love bed fishing.
Bed fishing for me it's a challenge. That's the biggest thing I like about bed fishing. Is we spent, I don't know, at least 30, 45 minutes on a fish today.
Yeah.
That we did never catch, but wind was making it real hard to stay on the fish, and we kept spooking it really because the boat kept wanting to blow over the top of it. So I'm buying a stick-it anchor here next week, so I don't have to worry about that no more.
Kenny, we wish we had power poles, man.
I buying a power pole, micro power pole, or either a stick-it for now. I really need a micro power pole to go on the John boat. That John boat build I just did, it's really stable. He liked it a lot, but micro power pole is definitely going to be a purchase. I'll buy a stick-it to start out with, though.
Shake your head with the raised head bug. Yeah, that's true. I hear great things about that too, Jared. The spot we're going to tomorrow, I think, is a little bit different.
Yeah, we're going to bank fish.
Okay.
We're going to bank fish. We've been in the boat last 2 days, and I've got a couple places that we've been catching some fish on bed and been seeing a lot of fish on bed. So maybe I can put him on a fish on bed right before he heads out. Yep.
Maiden day, that power pole's a clutch, man. We battled the wind, and then we had a big bass today. I'm gonna tell y'all that we couldn't catch, but if we could have stayed in the position and didn't have the wind, I think we could have got her.
Yeah. We had her looking several times and definitely flaring on the bait. Very willing to bite, but every time that we felt like we were getting close to closing the deal, the wind would blow us over the boat or blow us over the bed, or the wind would just start blowing. You couldn't see what was happening, so it just made it hard.
That's a really good question. Let's read the question a little bit more. It was talking about braid versus fluorocarbon.
So yeah, I think the cover really does kind of make up for that difference. But I'm also like, it really kind of depends on what you're doing. If you're bed fishing, fluorocarbon's gonna be better. It's 100%. Like, I would never say that braid would be better. If you're fishing heavy cover though, you have to sacrifice that visibility of them possibly seeing your line, which I caught one of my fish on fluoro and then one of the fish on braid. And I don't think it really makes a huge difference when you're bed fishing personally. I think aggravating the fish or putting something in their bed that they want to eat is key. So that's kind of where I go. But definitely, I think there is a sacrifice by using braid.
Yeah, and in the areas we were fishing at, guys, like, the bed was clear. Outside the bed was a completely different story. You're talking grass, upwards of 4 to 5 feet. These fish were bedding in 6 feet of water sometimes.
Yeah, the first fish he caught on bed yesterday was in about 7 foot of water.
Yeah.
To the point where it was hard to even see the fish because the water was so deep. Even though the water is incredibly clear, it was just really hard to see the fish because the water was so deep.
Yeah, it's different, and back home for me, we see fish bed in 12 inches of water, man.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, we're trying to catch up with the questions. All right, 1 second.
I saw one of the around.
Oh, with the big bites.
Yeah, that's definitely that big bites power shotted thing. I've used that warmouth for a long time. Last like 5 or 6 years now. And I normally Texas rig it, but I know a guy that I watch a lot of his videos. He's actually, I'll give him a little mini shout out, but Greg Blanchard, he's a kayak fisherman, but he power shots warmouth on beds. That's one of the things that he does. I just don't like the way that connection is for a power shot. It makes sense. I understand it. I tie a polymer knot when I would do it and just use the long tag in as the weight. So it doesn't make a difference in the knot really strength. It just changes the way that I want to fish because I change baits a lot. He'll tell you I change baits like literally every like 6 casts. I was changing the bait, and I think that changes in the baits makes the fish more aggravated because they're like, dang, what keeps popping in my bed? Why is this other thing popping in? Why is this other thing popping in? So I think that really gets the fish to bite faster.
Yeah, and too, guys, one thing with the waters we fished, it was really challenging. Like if you hook that fish with a small caliber of line, and if it ran outside the bed, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically had to manhandle a couple of the fish that I did catch on bed. You had to set the hook and basically put them in the boat or get them up on the surface and let them run around the side of the boat without going back down. Yeah. I used the 7'4" heavy action Tatula rod made by Daiwa for most of that today.
Yeah, and just to answer Kenny's question earlier, the fish we saw bedding, I said what average was between what?
We didn't see no small.
6?
We didn't. You talking about water was?
Height, the depth of the water.
I don't think we saw but one pair of fish less than 4 feet.
Yeah.
One pair. Everything else was at least 4 feet, if not 5 to 6 feet deep on average.
Yeah.
We bumped that one last bed. We literally were leaving, and we bumped the fish off the bed that was probably in about 3 foot of water.
Yeah.
But that was the only fish we saw the whole time that was bedding. And every fish we seen bedding was at least 4 pounds or bigger, except I think one.
Yep.
So we seen a lot of bigger fish on beds.
Let's see. I think the power shot would be great, man, especially in different areas. And I think with that bait being directly in their face, it would kill them. And I'll probably actually use it some myself. I'm gonna try it in some of the other videos. This place, it would have been a challenge to use that type of bait and to use that type of method to get those fish out.
Like, and I've used the power shot like in certain situations, especially in Georgia where I've fished a little bit more timber related stuff, where the power shot gave me the ability to kind of hold the bait where I wanted it.
Eric, white is great color. The biggest reason why I ask for visibility. You actually can see where your bait is at, see how close it is to that bass, and see the bass react to it. So white is a great
you can
choice.
see it disappear. Like, that's a big thing.
Huge. Let's see, y'all could use a heavier drop shot, power shot. That's true.
Yep.
That is true, man. We're on the fly, being pushed around by the wind.
Yep.
So.
And I've actually taken 1/2 ounce weights and tied a knot on the back of like a bullet weight to kind of use it as a drop shot, but then it kind of wants to slide a little bit. So there's ways to do it, but it kind of was working what I was doing, so I kind of liked it.
What's going on fishing with Tundra Dan?
The ultra rod speed crawl.
I bet it's still kind of cold in Delaware, man. So hopefully it warms up so y'all can get on some of those bedding fish.
And Jared said something about speed crawl.
Let's see. Someone's asked the same question. Speed crawl and drop shot. Best bed fishing on big lakes, Lanier, and Hartwell. I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, drop shotting would do good on that. It's a little bit less grassy. That's a very like gravel type bottom and stuff like that. So that would probably be pretty good there. A Nico rig or flute. Yeah. That's something I haven't fished actually. A Nico rig. It's a new technique. I'm very much a power fisherman, so anytime I have to go small, I can't stand it. He was telling me the other day, it's kind of weird, like, I don't ever pick up the spinning rod unless I'm throwing a wacky, so the Nico rig definitely would be fun to fish. That would probably work really well, actually, on a fluke. I never thought about that one.
Those Magnum flukes on beds, like, fish can't stand them, those big flukes.
Yeah. It's probably similar to throwing your HUD on the bed, because they were, like, all over the HUD. You just couldn't eat it.
I need a trailer hook on that thing, man. Yeah. Let's see, you got to make your way down this way home. Big Bass seen on my page, Florida baby. Oh yeah, what's up, man? Hey, he catches monsters, man.
Really?
Yeah. What's going on? Every cast counts. Yeah, that's my dude, man.
Oh,
I think you're in Homestead, right? But yeah, he caught like a 13-pounder last year.
Really?
Yeah, tears.
Nice. I'm up in Gainesville area, so not too far from Ocala, but there's some big fish around.
We caught some fish on bed with those swimming baits. Yeah, we have, Kevin.
Yeah. That HUD, I was impressed on how well they nose down on the HUD, how quick they react to it. The biggest thing on the HUD is I really think it needs to have some type of like stinger hook set up, like a treble hook near the back of the tail, because a lot of those fish were picking it up from the back of the bait because it was such a big bait.
They grab the tail and then take it out the bed.
Yep.
Smart
and
fish.
It happened like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I finally was like, let me just throw it in here and catch the fish. I'm tired of watching it move your bait.
So biggest fish on the HUD I caught last year, it was on the 68 Deluxe. The weedless model, it was a 5.5 pound bass. So no monsters quite yet on the HUD. But when I get home, trust me, I'm gonna be putting it to work. Let's show that in a video. Yeah. Decado, it's real, man. Those big fish, and sometimes some of the smarter ones, they won't even bite it. they'll pick up the tail and take it out of the bed. And many times, the craziest thing, which you'll probably see if you bed fish pretty heavy this year, is the male bass will sometimes bump the female bass and move her out the way. And that male bass will bite. Sometimes you have to catch the male bass 2, 3, 4, 5 times before you catch the female.
Yep.
What state are you two from?
I'm originally from Georgia, but I live in Florida now. I was born and raised in Georgia. I moved here about a year and a half ago. So new to Florida.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia, and I still stay in Georgia. Heartland, Florida. Oh, okay, got you. I get up with you sometimes. I'm trying to read your comment 1 second, man. I come up to Leesburg a lot. Daily bait to bedding fish and Waco rig swim bait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet so, man. Absolutely, man.
That sounds like definitely something that would work. I didn't think about. We could have probably wacky rigged the swim bait in the bed, and that might have helped.
We could have, man.
We tried everything. We tried everything. I couldn't think of anything that we didn't we had
at that moment.
that we would have thrown normally on a bed.
Yeah.
But the wind made it tough for us. We definitely were a little rough.
And this is why we do this, guys.
Yep.
Like, just being real. Like, hopefully y'all learn and we learn too. Like, y'all just shouted out 30 things that we could have did.
We're gonna try some different stuff next time. But a lot of people probably don't throw no swim bait across grass like we did today too. So that's something y'all can check it out. He said he's definitely taking it back with him and trying it.
Yeah, I got some grassy lake to try it on, man. And they probably won't be as hard to get the fish out too.
Yeah, I hope not.
It was very much power fishing, and we both like power fishing too. All right, just trying to catch up with the comments, guys. Ray swimmer draw shot bed fishing awesome. I know you pounded with all those finesse presentations. It's a couple here and there, Jared, but hey, it's all beneficial, man. Everybody trying to help us out, man. Just reading your comments, guys. Shame you guys ain't local. Oh man. Oh
hey,
man.
Where's local at?
Exactly,
where are you from?
Man. We like to travel a little bit too.
I'm about to say, where we traveling to? I got gas money.
Hey, that's all it takes, man. We got cameras. We probably have more before that point in time. Ooh, yeah, that's a little bit of trip, man.
I mean, y'all got ducks up there, right? So maybe I can make a dual trip. Duck hunter here.
Make it happen. Let's see. You are one of the most underrated fishers. Oh man, hey, thanks, man. We glad you like the content. I mean, we really appreciate it. We put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time today trying to make sure that he had everything he needed, and I had everything I needed. So
we've been trying to strategize. I know you like duck hunting, Kevin.
We've seen quite a few in the lake that I've been fishing, just so you know.
Yeah, ducks, big turkeys.
Yep, we
and deers.
Big gobbler today.
Yep. Massachusetts. What's going on, Massachusetts? In the house, man. Y'all guys up north,
man. They loving the fishing down in the south because they can't fish up there yet, probably.
Exactly, man. Y'all need some of these Florida bass up there. Oh, you're right, man. It's more than taking gas. We need an airplane. We need ride tubes, man, just to get down there. You can't Uber there, man. Let's see. You play AC. It's gonna grow, bro. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. That's good to hear, man. I hope you guys catch monsters, man, and have a great season this year. Let's see. What can you recommend to a new channel? I would say, honestly, man, I'm still growing myself, and I consider myself a new channel, man. But I actually say come in and talk to other people in the community, man. Watch other videos, and also comment with thoughtful things. Try to bring something else to somebody else that's going to help them catch a fish. And I would say post weekly, at least. Try to do your best to post weekly, man.
Yeah, Eric's helped me out a lot with my channel. It's pretty new. Right now I'm doing a giveaway because I reached 100 subscribers, so I'm trying to give a thank you to my subscribers. But I'm giving away a carbon light reel if you subscribe to my channel and if you like the video and then comment on the video. But you know, that just is a little thank you for everybody that does it. But one of the things that he told me was just get out there and talk to people. That's probably the biggest thing that I've learned is don't be afraid to put yourself out there and be like, hey, that's a great bait. Just make those comments on people's videos and reach out to the smaller channels. A lot of times those people are just as willing to, share your information with them as they are for the reverse, So just make sure you get yourself out there and, put your name out there. That's the big thing.
Yeah, exactly, guys. We got to catch up a little bit. We had a couple comments to come through. Let's see. Yeah, those I think you put the savage duck. Those are pretty interesting, man. Let's see. And also, every count says a lot of advertising with new channels have close people to help you out. Yeah, and I think collabing is huge, man. Even if you're a small channel, like that person has
like
100.
mine. I mean, it's perfect. Like he's up to I don't know 1,200 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm around 125. But these collabs right here, I give him an opportunity to give great content with a little bit higher platform, where I have a little bit lower platform, but I have great content. So it gives you the ability to kind of spread your wings. It gives him a chance to have more content to show everybody that subscribes to his channel, and that really helps him out, and it helps me out too. So that's a good way to do it. And there's quite a few people that are talked about collabing with that are pretty local from my area.
Yeah, man, collab. What's going on, Mr. Parrish? Best lake in Georgia that I fished in, man. I like Charlie Elliott. All right, let's get into this quick. Best lake that I probably ever fished in. I didn't have a good experience in it. Was what's the lake, man, on Fort Stewart?
Mets Pond.
Mets is a giant factory, but I flipped out a kayak and I didn't have a good day, and it was windy. That place has caught some of the biggest bass in Georgia, hands down. I think probably 5 to 8 of the biggest.
Yeah, I was gonna say top. It's gotta be got at least 5 out of the top 50 are in that lake.
Yes, and I think it got shocked like a year ago, and it was an 18-pounder still in it, or either a 15-pounder.
Yep. Yep. And he lost the Loomis ride. Kelvin's gotta mention the Loomis ride.
Yeah, he gotta throw that in there, man. I lost a lot of stuff on that, man. Collabing, let's see, trying to get someone to collab is not easy. Any tips on getting someone to do that? Yes, collab with somebody, honestly, that's kind of close to your same point.
So what I did was I started searching Instagram for similar tags that I like to use on my stuff. So like now that I moved in Florida and I'm in the Gainesville area, I like do a lot of Instagram searches for Florida fishing. Yeah. And I found a couple of guys that are Instagram that basically do YouTube. So that's a way for me. Luckily, we know each other, so it made it easier for us to do this collab. Right. But for a couple of other guys that I've looked into, I just searched Instagram for certain hashtags that I use, and then kind of found them that way. That's a really good way to find them.
Let's see, white bass. Oh yeah, Eric, let me know, man. I'm gonna make that trip, whip it down there.
White bass.
Stripers. I want to catch a striper on a swim bait, man. Don't rush to become big. Feels every time. Hey, I know, man. I'm just enjoying the ride, man. The journey is what it's all about, man. Yeah,
I'll tell you, for me, when I started my channel, it was really just to put the content out there so people can see it. And that's really what YouTube's about. And that's kind of, we talk about it all the time. It's sharing information with the public, not just normal fishermen. So, yeah, it's not about getting big for me. It's definitely about just sharing the info and having fun doing it.
Let's see. But yeah, Eric, I'm down. Let me know, man. Fisherman Tundra Dan. 11-pound is our record in Delaware. 18-pound. I wouldn't know what to do with an 18-pounder, man. You have to think about that. A 9-pounder plus a 9-pounder equals an 18-pounder, man. That's ridiculous, man.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
That's a monstrous fish. All right, I'm trying to read this question. Jared said, what would y'all throw right now when the fish have been pushed off the beds? I think you meant pushed off the beds.
Me personally, I would probably throw a chatterbait or a swim jig first. That would be like the first thing I would want to throw, just to fish the outside of the beds. The second thing that I would fish, if I couldn't fish in those 2 items, well, I would fish a wacky. A trick worm for me, either a wacky trick worm or a wacky Cinco on a bait cast setup. I can fan cast that and fish a lot of different depths. And it kind of depends on where I'm at. And that gives you the opportunity to catch some fish. Rattle trap's always good for most people, but I don't fish rattle trap much, so I'd steer away from that.
Chatterbaits, swim jigs. I like them, Jared. I know you already like those. Maiden day, yes, man. Let me know, man. Stripers is one of my bucket list fish this year. Oh, and shoal bass. I have been having a fascination with shoal bass.
Really?
Have you caught one before yet?
Yeah, I caught one in the creek, but it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I ended up basically falling into a hole and having a bunch of things that was wrong with it. I was waiting when I caught the shoal bass.
Oh shoot, man.
So it wasn't crazy.
That can get ugly, man. All right, trying to read things, guys.
Went down to Florida 2 months ago.
Fish at a Deerfield Beach Pier guy. Sorry, guys, just trying to read it. It's a lately one. Next to us was catching jacks like crazy, but we got skunked. Oh, no,
Really?
man.
That's rough. I know, like, fishing on those piers, it's really about presentation. If they're catching jacks, it could be just, like, the cast they're making and how fast they're fishing the bait. That kind of sucks. A lot of times, like, if I see people that are, like, struggling to do stuff like that, I'll show them what I'm doing. That helps out a lot. But, yeah, that sucks, man.
Guys, I need to catch some saltwater fish. It has to happen. I haven't done it. I was just telling him I want to catch a shark.
Yeah.
Maybe even a Goliath grouper one day. I know that would be insane, though, man.
I want to catch one of them. I'm down.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I haven't done. Caught a lot of sharks.
Mm-hmm. You took I'm reading one of these questions, guys. Let's see. Oh, it disappeared. Let me pop it back up. I took tenderbass.com down to Juliet, but we got there a little late on the cold front. Heard us. That man, cold fronts are vicious, man.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like, you know, he's been talking about the trip to Florida, and we definitely caught some fish yesterday. But you know, if the front would have been worse, we might not have caught any fish. So it's a gamble. Anytime you collab, you know, you do that risk. You have that risk of doing it, but you know, trying to collab with the right people to understand, like. That's the thing. It's called fishing for a reason. So that's a good one.
That is, man. It happens, man. But yeah, I'm definitely chasing shoal bass this year, man. And maybe a smallmouth. We got Lizzie in the house, man.
Oh. What's up, Liz?
Let's see. Eric, who is this Lord? Trying to read these comments, guys. Bear with us. All right, Eric. This is Lord. I'm traveling to get up with y'all on the whitefish. The whitefish. Shake them up. Hey, I want to catch those whitefish, man. I hear you can catch like 100 in one day, man.
That's crazy.
Insane,
That's a lot of
man.
fish.
Your thumb is gonna be gone, man.
Yeah.
With 100 fish, man. That's ridiculous. But I want to catch like a 20 or 30 pound striper. Let's see. But as soon as it warms up, man, this is a place to catch them. Catch 5+. What? A 5+ shoal bass?
Dang.
Maiden day. We gotta make this happen, man. I don't even care now at this point, man. Like my goal this year is to catch a 5-pound shoal bass. That's ridiculous, man.
That's a big one.
That's a big one, man.
I caught like a 2-pounder.
That's solid.
Yeah, it was a good fish.
That's solid, man.
I fell in the creek and it wasn't fun.
Let's see. Oh, Cape Cod. Yeah, I think I seen John B catching monsters in Cape Cod.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to come up that way, man. I'm gonna have to save some gas money up and put some pennies in the jar, man, so they can build up. Yes, bro. I seen the pics. Man, 5-pound shoals would be awesome, man. Let's see. But yeah, guys, we really appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's been fun so far, man. So if y'all have any questions, whether it's fishing related, whether it's about what's your favorite food, it doesn't matter. We're here to, check them out. But like we were saying earlier, right now he has a giveaway going on in his channel. You want to tell him about it?
Yeah, so I got a carbon light here. I actually have the reel somewhere. What did I do with the reel? Gotta show off the reel. We're gonna do it. Just 1 second. So here's the reel. It's a Bass Pro Shops carbon light reel. Basically, you're doing a giveaway. Thank you for everybody that's subscribing to us. It's 6.7 ounces. All you gotta do to enter the contest is go to my channel, subscribe. My channel is just my name, Michael Clifton. We'll probably add it to the description after the video. But just like, subscribe, and comment on the video. If you comment on the video, I'm going to use a random comment drawer and basically put my URL in there. It picks the comment, and that's the comment that gets picked. So it's all random, but it'll get a chance to win a reel, $120 value. So it's definitely worth the chance. And I got good content. It's really just thank you for people that have been supporting me so long, but it's also a good way to show off new subscribers that we're going to have some cool stuff for our videos. So
subscribe.
Yeah, it's a pretty good reel. I've actually fished with the sister of this reel, the Pro Qualifier, which is a little bit less than he actually has too, and it's a pretty good reel. But they've made some big upgrades on it. So
guys, I might rig this. I'm gonna come in 89 times. I
make some fake channels for me.
I'm making fake channels today, man. You going to 1,000, but you catching me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has great content. He caught a
9.15, a 9.2, and an 8 in a matter of a month and a half. And the 9.2 wasn't caught by me, but caught by my girlfriend. So everybody catches fish. And this man caught a 7 while he was here. So plus some maybe smaller or bigger fish from there.
When I'm coming back to GA, I'm coming back tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
but I have to work this weekend. After that, things should be on and rolling. And like I said, those bass should be on bed pretty soon. And I got some plans.
Yep.
There you go, man. That's that reel. I thought about holding on to that reel, y'all, but
That's it.
I'm going to let him keep it, man.
Yep. 6.7 ounces, man. That's pretty light.
Nice. Y'all guys make sure to subscribe, man. Hey!
Appreciate it, man. Definitely thanks.
Subscribing, man.
Yep. We really do appreciate it.
Definitely.
Hopefully we'll be seeing some more collabs for us. I know it's a little bit of distance, about a 5-hour ride for you.
5 hours.
So it's a little bit of a ride, but I definitely can take the trip back up. And we also can meet in the middle. There's quite a few places we know that we can kind of meet in the middle. And if he's hanging out with his brother in Claxton, I might be able to make a trip and we can kind of collab that way too. So
man, road trips are fun, man.
Yep.
What's the channel, Mike? You want to kind of spell that for
It's Michael Clifton, just Michael Clifton, Clifton. We should be able to add that to our description after the video too, and maybe add a comment.
Yep.
I'll tag the video in the comment as well.
Can't wait to hook into some hydrilla gorillas, man. Yes, man. Jared, you would have loved it down here, man. You would have loved it, Jared. I'm telling you, man. Let's see.
Tournament in Alabama. He's asking.
Oh, man. What's up, man? Yankin Live, man. You going to the next tournament in Alabama. Atypical. Hey, man, what is the exact date, man? We might need to go to the tournament. It's a jumbo tournament.
Really?
Yeah, for shakeemout.com. We got to get you
I like some jumbo stuff now.
That's all we did was jumbo this week, man.
Yep. Yeah, I fished our jumbo a long time. I fished a lot of bass boats, a couple Phoenixes, some Tritons, Ranger here and there. So I've done quite a few different bass boats, but jumbos is definitely my home.
Eric, when is the date, man? Let's see. The 3rd or the 7th, can't remember. All right, I keep you in the loop. We're kind of talking and see what we can make happen because it would be fun to get down to Alabama and fish again. I had bad luck in Alabama last time I came down, so I need to sweep redemption.
Yeah, even if it's if you have another one after that, like if we can plan it out enough for time, I can always take vacation. I got like 4 weeks built up, so I always got vacation ready.
Let's see. Summer tournaments in Jacksonville Lake start next month and are open to anyone. You're gonna have to fish and fill them with me. Yeah, man. I guess I need to go ahead and get used to those tournaments.
Yeah.
You know,
it's fun, man. I've done quite a few.
Yeah.
I've won a few and I've lost a few. But it's definitely fun. The competition is definitely where it's at.
Yes, we need to find a spot in Georgia to do one of the tournaments, man.
That would be cool.
Yeah. It's some lakes in Georgia.
How many boats they normally do?
I think they had a really good turnout the first couple of tournaments, man. Let's see. My boat captain, Ty Johnson, is on the UNG bass fishing team and has a 20-foot skeeter. I think is sick.
Thank you, Tackle and Travel. I appreciate it, man.
It's some good reservoirs and lakes, especially for John boats.
I was
Georgia,
thinking
man.
just it kind of depends on how many boats. That really changes it up.
Let's see.
8 at the most? Oh, man. I know quite a few places.
Hog Pies 8 or more. Winner wins 5,000. That's solid. He's talking about Lake Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Near me.
Yeah.
Well,
looks like
8 at the most.
Yeah. So John boats. Yeah. So if it's 8 at the most, there's quite a few places where you can do them.
Yeah.
Up in your area, up coastal Georgia. I mean, there's quite a few.
Yeah. Lake Vernon is like a trophy lake. It used to be a trophy lake out in Covington, which is pretty nasty too.
Shoot, if you want to drive to Florida, we could probably put 8 boats on the lake we were fishing today. Or yesterday.
You big bags. Let's see. Let me go see what they put. Let's see. I know Bear Creek. Bear Creek is nice, man. It's a really cool spot. It's hard to fish for a short freshman, but it's actually like 6 miles from my house.
Really?
It's clear.
Really?
It's clear water
it's
from
super
Georgia
clear,
almost.
just like really.
Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
weird. Yep. I got a hopping skill from Jackson. Let's see. Still on. Got me a PB out there last year. Nice. Lake Vernon. That's what I'm talking about.
Really?
It used to be known for having like hogs in it, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was. It used to be ranked one of the top 5 lakes in Georgia. Yeah, it's solid, man. It's kind of pressured, but it's big fish in there. The official is right after the Rito. I think the 7th is Barber County. Okay, thanks for giving us a heads up on that, Eric. I know you're gonna be trying to shake them up, man. Bass are small down here in Massachusetts. The largest bass I ever caught was 3.7 pounds.
That's still a solid
That's
fish.
a good fish,
like
man.
it really depends on your area. A lot of people just don't have a chance to be able to catch that.
Bank Lincoln is asking, what's everybody's PB?
Mine is 10.6. I got a 10.6, 10.4, and a 10.2.
I think I didn't have a scale on mine, man.
Yeah.
I had a long fish. I think it was around the 27 inches, but it was between 9 and 10, and I caught it in July.
I've got one that was 27.5 inches that didn't have a scale on.
Yeah.
That I caught in December, and that's the one I caught out of the kayak.
Yeah, it's a fat
but I also
fish
got 9.15, so I got a bunch of them around that 9 to 10 pound.
Oh, 10.6. That's a monster, man.
Yep.
Any fish over 8 is a monster,
Yep.
man.
10.6.
6.6 off a Senko. It's a good fish too, man. I'll take a 6.6 any day of the week, man.
Yeah, we caught a couple of those the other day, and we was like, we was wanting bigger fish to get our bag heavier, but we was like, I can't believe we're talking about not wanting to catch a 5-pounder right now. Because 5-pounder is like, that's golden for us. That's what we want.
It's like, I'm still taking a picture though,
yeah,
man.
Exactly. I took a picture of my 4-pounder. What are you talking about? 4-pounder was up there. Picture.
Yeah. Exactly, man. All right, let's see what's... Wow, Jared. Yeah, Jared's called a teener.
There you go, man.
13.2.
13.
Big bass.
Nice.
Big. Teener's a dream, man.
Yeah.
Teener's a dream.
Yeah. I got a story that basically I lost a fish that I cried about. That's how much it weighed. I literally shed tears. It was bad. And I've caught 310, so you can tell how big the fish was.
It was a monster, man. But let's see, bait yanking live 5.13 with a swim bait and underspin. Underspins are deadly, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a good fish, man. We need to. Oh man, I've been talking about Pennant Lake. Have you ever heard of it before?
No.
It's an all female stock lake. I think it's near Blackshear. Yes, all females. Now they don't bed, but it's stock and the smallest fish is supposed to be like 5 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gotta be kind of
Still
weird.
learning. Bait yanking, I think this year you're gonna crush it, man. In your area, bass should be on bed, and I saw you been actually painting baits, so that's pretty cool too.
Oh, that is cool.
You're gonna smash that 5-pounder this year.
Kelvin talking about 7 1/4. I wonder if you caught that weight, Kelvin. I wonder.
Yeah, we gotta get you on big girl, man. Let's see. Jared said I cried. My experience had been possible 16 plus. Yeah, that's a monster. That's top 50 in Georgia, man.
Yeah.
Eric knows a story. I know, man. Yeah, his story was unfortunate, man.
Really?
He had a humongous bass on bed. It was a monster, man. That particular day, he didn't have time to catch it. He had to leave. Then the worst thing ever that happened.
What?
They lowered the lake.
Oh, so it pushed the fish off.
Pushed the fish off the bed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I would have been so mad. I've been so mad. I fished for a fish that I know was probably a 12 to 13 pound fish. And the place I'm taking to tomorrow, I fished for it for 3 days. If that tells you. It was on bed. And I never caught it. But I spent several hours fishing for that.
Let's see, Michael Brand new decade goes. The one Eric is using.
Yep, that was it. That was definitely, I think that was probably the first day you got that rod. It was a 7.4 Mayer. Flipping the jig, which is like a go-to thing. Actually, I'll be there Saturday. If you're around in town, I'll actually be there Friday. I'm going to fish Friday. I'm not going to fish Saturday. I'm going to fish Friday from about 12 to about 6 and try to maybe catch a couple of big ones out there. So.
And guys, we just gave you a spot, man. If you're in Savannah, Georgia, man, the area, Lake Mare has monsters, man.
Yeah. It's heavily pressured, not going to lie. It's trashy looking. It's heavy pressure, but there's some giants. A couple of friends of ours, I know one that's caught a 13. I've caught several 9s out of it. So there's definitely some good fish in that place. Check it out. It's definitely a lot better than people think. They started throwing tournaments there. It's been so good.
Let's see. I got a brand new Bass X. Hey, I've been looking at that Bass X. How do you like it, man? Let's see. Anybody want to trade? Lake Mare. Yeah.
Lake Mare is definitely in Georgia. It's in Savannah. So.
Prove it. You don't trust this, man.
Oh, I swear.
My brother has a pick. He has a 7.4 out of it.
Like I said, my buddy Daniel, he's got a 13 out of it. It's definitely a stud.
Look, hey, fish the reeds, man.
Oh, yeah. Fish the reeds. I grew up there. Started fishing there when I was young. A lot of people never caught fish. I used to catch fish all the time. I took his brother fishing with me, and he actually watched me. So, I've caught a lot of fish on square bill, but black and blue jig with a blue trailer.
Yeah.
Bright blue trailer. All right, so I'm giving that to y'all. I don't tell everybody that. That's like the thing. Even Kelvin just said it. There you go, Kelvin. It's got to be black and blue with a blue trailer. Bright blue. I've tried black. I've tried other colors. Bright blue trailer.
Hey, thanks for subbing to the homie channel, man. We appreciate
thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah. The reeds.
So they used to have a bunch of reeds. Now they have cut those. This past year they cut them, but where they were fishing, basically you fish within like the first 3 feet of the bank, and you fish that thing super slow, and just basically fish it at any type of available cover right there.
Heavy tackle, man. Again,
yep.
This is heavy tackle. Like
I set the hook literally on 8-pound fish, and they would put them on the bank on the hook set.
65-pound
braid, 8-foot heavy action rod, half ounce to a 3/4 ounce jig.
Punch it.
And basically you're putting in any available hole that you see. Now there used to be a lot of reeds, and so that helped out a lot for the bank fishermen. Now that there's less reeds, you have to be real careful walking down the bank because you'll actually spook those.
I missed a good one. I believe it, man. That's
frog?
On a frog?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I actually I caught one day on a frog that was about 6.5. Ooh.
That hurts, man.
I broke one off this weekend, or this week.
Let's see, what kind of crankbaits do you make for a bank fisherman? Most of our ponds are shallow. Deepest may be 9 feet at the most. Okay, we got different opinions. I already know, man. I use a lipless crankbait, man. I mean,
we talked about this, actually.
Yeah, you just on the way fishing today. Lipless crankbait, man, you can jerk it. You can actually drag it and then reel in slight, kind of like KVD says.
Yep.
You can even yo-yo it. Just be mindful that you can get it hung up, though. Yeah. And it's a wrap. But I use the red axe shad for KVD.
Yeah, and I definitely throw a square bill. I like to fish. I fish delicate crafts just because I like a little bit nicer crankbait. But the Strike King 1.5 and 2.5 are definitely go-tos. They're good. They're good for a good price point. Without spending $9, $10, $15 on a crankbait.
It hurts when you lose those.
Yeah, those are expensive. But I definitely like
that's a good
the Mega Bass. Yeah,
that's a good bait.
Yeah,
man.
the jerk bait. I love to fish that earlier in the year. I just don't fish it that much later. But square bills are definitely square bills. Gotta throw a square bill.
You can deflect all stuff with the square bill.
The nice thing about a square bill is if you hit something, you can keep reeling and it normally gets through it. And if you do hit something and it doesn't go through, you give it a little bit of slack, pop the line, and it'll float back up to the surface and you can keep fishing it. So I don't lose as many of them. I caught a lot of fish in that Lake Mare place I was talking about on that.
I gotta get used to throwing those square bills.
It's nice, man. I catch a lot of fish on it, and I really got a lot of confidence in it. Watching another friend of mine catch a lot of fish on it, and once he started catching fish on it, it made me want to catch fish on it, and so I just kept fishing it.
Straight retrieval.
I actually throw a jerk in it, so I don't throw the jerk with the rod. I actually do it with the reel. So like I'll be reeling, and then I'll just speed up real fast, and then just reel, and then just speed up real fast.
Just like the swim bait.
Yep, just like the swim bait. And I just like reel it, and it'll be running, and all of a sudden it just goes. And a lot of times that's where I get the bite.
Triggers it. Let's see.
Yep, lipless. A lot of people like the lipless.
I love lipless,
I'm not a
man.
lipless crankbait fisherman. I can't fish that thing.
What's up, Latrell, man? Thanks for coming in, man. Let's see. Scribbit shows me no love.
See,
I'm
it's the exact opposite.
Too, man.
It's the exact opposite for me. The rattle trap, I catch nothing on a lipless crankbait. Rattle traps, red eye shad, anything.
Let's see. Just kind of reading the comment, guys. Strike King 4.0 squirrel bill. It's gonna be deadly in bluegill.
Yep, can't wait for it.
7.6 medium heavy to crank them.
Yep.
Let's see. I can't believe y'all saying Lake Mare got absolutely.
I promise.
Absolutely.
Daffin Park don't have fish. I don't know what you're talking about.
They have a battle, man.
Daffin Park is the catfish capital of Savannah. I think that's about the only thing.
I need to catch some catfish on my channel, man.
They actually stock that way catfish now.
For real?
Yep.
I need a catfish rod. Let's see. Oh, thanks, man, for subscribing, y'all. We appreciate that, man. What's going on the trail?
Appreciate it.
Catfish. I need to catch catfish. I plan on catching some trout this year too.
The backside. I will tell y'all the backside of Lake Mare.
It's narrow.
No, the whole back stretch. Like if you go on the outside of the lake and that walking path, that seems to be the best side for me. That seems to be the spot.
I caught them in the middle of the summer, like when it's dead hot.
Oh yeah.
Afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's just pressured, so you have to change it up. Like I know 4 weeks ago, a group of guys that I know were catching them on a rattle trap, and they were catching 8-9 pound fish on a rattle trap, which is pretty good. That lake does have fish, I promise. I don't tell lies about fishing spots unless I'm telling you not to go there. If I'm telling you to go there, there's places to fish.
Let's see.
I don't ever fish on the inside of Lake Mare no more. I used to all the time, but I quit fishing the inside. Always the outside.
All right, let me read this comment. Let's see what it says. Wait till you guys see some cart episodes we're going to do.
20 pounders.
Ooh, that's big cart. On 10-pound test. Boy, you got to finesse that,
20
man.
20 pounders, man.
Got to finesse that. Yeah, Jet. Try to Elliott's the plan. We're gonna hit that up, man, pretty soon. Let's see, tackle and travel. I only been freshwater fishing since '06, Mother Georgia, PA. 7 pounds is a good fish, man, especially as a bank fisherman. I came saltwater fishing in Tavially in the curve. I want to learn saltwater, man. I know absolutely nothing about it, man.
Can put you on a few fish. I don't know a whole lot of spots, but I can definitely get you some.
You ever fish that hole across from Lake Mirror, the Oxford dump?
Yes, actually, White Pearl Fluke, closest to the main road, Montgomery Crossroads, right there. White Pearl Fluke. I've caught some fish. I haven't caught a lot of fish, but White Pearl Fluke works real good right there.
Is it a small little?
It's a little dump hole. I mean, it's small, but there's fish in it.
Yeah.
I used to go to Lake Mary, and if I had a bad day, I would go over there and catch one fish on a fluke all the time.
Hey.
It was almost a guarantee. White Pearl Fluke along the bank. It was crazy. And I also fished the county pond, which is on the other side of Lake Mary, just so you know. There's big fish in that one, too.
What about the one by Bass Pro Shop?
Apache?
Yeah.
I have not caught a lot of fish out of there. There's some fish there, too.
Let's see, skunk for me.
Yeah, White Pearl Fluke. That's the only thing I ever caught in that little hole. White Pearl Fluke, closest to the Montgomery Crossroads. It's the only thing I've ever caught on that lake.
Oh, these spots are in Savannah, man. If y'all know, we talking about some local Georgia stuff. Sorry, man.
Yeah, we're in Savannah, so
we reminiscing, man, about times, man.
Yeah.
The skunk is real, homie.
Oh
yeah, guys, it's been hard fishing in Georgia, man, and it's just because of the weather for the most part. Like I was telling him earlier, man, this has been the hardest year I had so far, man. It's been brutal, and I fished even harder this year. About this channel, the Bass Shaker. Bass Shaker, you slipping, man. Come on, just be my homeboy, man.
Yeah, we could definitely link up if I'm in Georgia or if he's around. He knows a lot of the spots I know in Savannah too, so.
Yeah. They're laughing at the Bass Shaker. Hey, what's up, Realistic Fishing? It's good to hear from you, man. Y'all make sure to check out his channel, man. He is the man. He fishes for a little bit of everything. What's going on, man? Let's see. Let's try to keep this going, guys. Guys, keep up the great work. Gotta run, but I'll watch everyone's new videos during my lunch hour. Thanks for watching, man. Hopefully you can make your lunch and your work day a little bit better, man. Jared Adams. It is they on the baseball field. I know Fisher. Yeah, man, man, been brutal, man.
Yeah,
it's been rough.
I remember those Georgia cold fronts. It just gets so cold. You can't catch fish on it when it's that cold.
Exactly. Top water is dead.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
The only thing I used to fish when it was real cold, I was a jig fisherman. Man, I'd slow down and fish a jig on the bottom.
Realistic fishing. What's batting for us, man? Today, I'm down in Florida with him, man. It's been the Gambler Big Easy, and we've been drilling them.
Oh, yeah.
We drilled them yesterday. Today was a little bit harder with the wind.
We did catch one on the Big Easy, though, and had a couple bites. I think we had, 5 strikes?
5 strikes.
Yep. There were a lot of short strikes, though. It was
weird. They backed the tail a good bit. Actually, we caught one on the 6.5.
The big one.
Yeah, show you this, guys.
That's it right there.
Yeah, we caught one on the monster. It doesn't look big, but I'm going to show you guys. This is my hand.
This is the normal size one. That's the normal size one. Look how much bigger.
It's a good size bait, man.
Big difference.
It's big. We actually use a size 10 beast hook.
Here's the package. I guess the package really shows how big it is.
You can tell. See my body? That's how big it is, man. Big bait, man. Let's see. I can't see how many viewers have you had. Oh, sorry. It kind of faded out. Let me go back up. 1 second. Let's see. Can't see how many viewers have you had at once. I think the most we had is like 15.
Yeah, 15 or 16 or so. Something like that.
16. Let's see. Realistic
One of the big
fishing.
things y'all can do for that is y'all can share that link if y'all have Facebook pages while we're live. That'll help out a lot, especially for his channel, because that'll show everybody his channel and just saying that he's live. One of the things I told him is he probably needs to try to do some Facebook live stuff here and there.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll spread a lot faster. It's easier to share that way. It's harder to share the YouTube stuff.
Let's see. Forrest, the 6.5, it's a size 10 out beast hook. You get one around?
I don't have one right now.
It's a massive hook. This guy give you an example, man. This is the 4-aught
Yeah,
hook.
it's giant.
This hook is like a baby compared to the 10-aught hook. So, this is a 4-aught owner beast hook. And I was using a 10-aught beast hook, which is, this is no...
Yeah,
it won't even work with this. No way. Yeah.
So the 10 is about. I mean, that's a 4-aught, so it's gonna be at least twice as big as that hook.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You can catch a shark with it, man.
Yeah, you really could. You could shark fish with it if you wanted to.
All right, let's go down. Let's see. I got a 5.0 hook. Yeah, that actually worked great for the regular size one, man.
I'm about to say that'll work for this one. The one thing I'll tell you all about this one is you want a weighted hook. That's the big thing with this. You want something that causes this bait to rock back and forth. So a belly weighted hook is the way to go. Because if you fish it under the surface, which is also one of the things we do, we'll cast it, fish it on top, and we get to an area we'll fish it low. The belly hook really helps wobble it back and forth, and you get a lot of bites that way too. Yeah,
the tail kick on it is pretty lethal, I would say, for the most part.
Pretty much every big fish I've caught this year so far has been on a Big Easy. It's a great bait for Florida.
Yeah, it goes through all that grass and all that nasty stuff too, man. We fish some nasty stuff, man. Trolling motor was taking a beating this week, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see.
Speaking of that, we gotta get the battery so I can charge it.
Yeah.
I think I left that in the truck.
All right, guys. Let's try to read some of the comments. Let's see. Straight retrieval. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say straight retrieve is basically the way to fish it. It's hard to explain. Watching the video is probably going to be the best thing to do once you post the video. I'll also post an edited version of mine. I'll probably try to do something a little different. We'll kind of share each other's videos to each other and see what happens. But it's definitely different.
Eric has a good question. Does a 20-inch jelly worm actually work? I never caught anything with a 20-inch. But I'll tell you what does work. The 12-inch works for me. Have you ever caught anything on the 12-inch?
Nah.
Yeah, I used a size 5-out hook on the 12-inch man's jelly worm. And guys, they actually will catch like 1 and 2 pound fish. They will still bite it. You just gotta let it eat it for a little bit longer.
So I saw a question up a little higher about a baitcaster and don't know how to use it. So like the first thing I teach people how to throw baitcaster probably more than anybody I can think of, because working in the type of business that I do, I talk to a lot of new customers buying new stuff. I would tell you the tension knob is by far the most underutilized item on the baitcaster. We actually have a baitcaster. We do that reel right here.
Stole it, man.
Yeah, I know. He already took the reel. I'm trying to give it away, and he over here trying to take one.
I'm trying to take one.
So the tension knob is this knob right here. And one of the things I tell people to do is put your bait on, tie it up, get it all rigged, and tighten that to a level where your bait doesn't fall. And then back it off just a little bit so it starts to fall slowly. And then tighten your brakes up on the side. Like this one has an outside dial right here that goes to 10. But you tighten that up to the max setting. And at that point, if you make the proper cast, you don't ever have to touch the reel to stop the bait. When it lands, it should not backlash if it's set properly. That means that you have to have a good cast. You have to understand how casting works. And throwing a baitcaster versus a spinning reel is totally different. So it's definitely pretty good.
Until you become a savage and you just turn your down.
Yeah. I mean, like I think Kelvin mentioned it. You fish it really loose. I do. I fish my baitcaster. If I was to fish 20-pound mono on this reel, I would spool it on my cast. Just to say, that's how far I can really cast one of these. And he can tell you, I was outcasting his Scorpion DC wood other day. So it definitely I can cast, but you have to get crazy with it.
Once you get used to it, man, you can just pretty much turn it all the way down. Just use your thumb, man.
Yeah, you gotta use your thumb a lot once you get into it. But if you set it up that way, you shouldn't backlash, even if you don't touch it.
Let's see. Oh, I'm talking about the worm, man. Bro, I had a 19-pound bag at the reservoir on jelly worms. Jelly worms work, man.
Yeah.
They do. I like them, man. They're long, it's tons of action, and it falls slower.
Shoot, the jelly worm, Mans came out with it a long time ago. Paul Elias, I think, pretty much has, like, the best, total tournament weight in a BAS tournament because of the jelly worm. Mm-hmm. Fishing in Falcon Lake, maybe?
Yeah.
Is it Falcon? Falcon. Sounds
Legendary
right.
Lake, man.
Yeah. That's old school there. I ain't talked about bass fishing like that in a while.
I fish a man wide open. Hey, you in the squad, homie. I fish a man wide open too, man. Wide open. Once you get used to it, man.
I run mine on like 3 maybe on this, and this one has dual brakes, so I run it on 3 and 3.
Look, Jerry say I play with fire, man. Every cast. Yep. So once you get used to it, we're sitting here joking, but once you get used to it, you're good, man. Like you'll love it, man. I would recommend the Pro Qualifier from Bass Pro Shop.
Yep.
It's a good beginner one. Catch it on sale. Also, a lot of people like what's the Black Magic?
The Black Max. The
Black
Abu
Max.
Garcia Black Max is good. The Luz makes a good one. That's the Speed Spool. That's $99. They're pretty good. And then the Revo came out with the Revo X. And I'm an Abu Garcia fan. You can see it right here. Also, work at a retailer that sells these. Called Bass Pro Shops. So, I love both reels. Both reels work great.
Silver Max?
Yeah, Silver Max good too.
Yeah.
Yep. Black Max, Silver Max. Black Max, I think, is a step down from the Silver Max, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while.
Let me see. We got one about Georgia question up here. Let's see. What works on very pressured Georgia bass in a body of water with no shad?
So, for me, go-to always trickworm.
Trickworm. Black.
Yep.
That's mine. Green
Black.
pumpkin.
Black is the go-to color if you don't know what color to fish. If you don't know what color works in your lake, always throw black. I don't care what bait it is.
Watch Kevin say June bug in about 2 seconds.
Yep.
June bug is good too, man.
Yep.
June bug is gonna creep in there.
But black is, if you were to pick one color of any color to fish any color of water, no matter what it is, always black would be it.
Let's ask you guys, what is your favorite color for worms? Like, I'm a black guy. Let's see.
I don't even touch the brakes. Good. If you're not touching the brakes, man, you're braver than I am.
Yeah, he's ruthless, man. The new Ike. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I'm a huge Ike rod fan. I love Ike. He makes great rods. So like I told him earlier, if he made shitty rods, I wouldn't buy them. But he makes good stuff. I talked to Abu Garcia today, actually. Found out that they were not releasing the Ike reels until August 1st, like you said. And they were going to do an early release at the Classic. They have decided not to sell the Ike rods at the Ike reels at the Classic. So I was going to make a special trip to Greenville, South Carolina to buy Ike reel. And now I'm not going to do. Probably not going to go. I'm pretty mad about it. I've got 4 Ike rods, FYI.
Let's see. I see a lot of people saying black, June bug, watermelon. Those are all phenomenal
I saw
colors.
something magic. Yeah, red watermelon magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. They're giving props to Realistic Fishing.
That's cool.
Realistic Fishing is the man.
Yeah.
You have to check him out, man. He's the man.
I'll sub to you when we get off. I promise.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those colors. Black for largemouth, brown for spots, and light. I think. Let's see. So yeah, man, those are go-to colors, man. I think anywhere you can almost catch them on those.
Black is always gonna be like, I don't care what I'm fishing for. I mean, I can be pan fishing, and I'll probably throw black if I could.
Let's see, raspberry shad. That's a new color. I never heard of that one before. You know what color that one is?
Mm-mm.
That one's new to me. I have to check it out and see, man. What brand is that? I have to check it out and see, man. That one's new to me. I'm always interested in new tackle, man.
Yeah, I buy stuff all the time.
Tackle
I
junkie.
spent $60 yesterday after spending like $30 at the Bass Pro Shop.
Good luck finding that, man. You got a stash stock about everyone. Let's see. Zoom. Okay. Zoom makes good stuff. That's absolutely right.
What's that called? What was it called again?
Raspberry shad?
Raspberry shad. Sounds like a Dick's special color.
Let's see. You see my Lord
Shadberry.
painting called Shadberry. I don't know if I've seen that one. I know I've been watching them, man. You've been doing some great jobs painting them. I'm going to have you paint me a couple of them, man. Got some
you do custom
skills.
crankbaits? Custom crankbaits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, you can spend some time doing custom crankbaits.
Won't pound their dicks.
Oh, man.
You got a plug. Chartreuse. I like sometimes black and dipping the tail in chartreuse.
Yep.
That can be deadly, man.
Yep.
Dine it, man. Cranberry. Let's see the purplish one.
Yep.
Let's see cranberry cinco. Yep.
Okay.
I know wacky worm. That's his thing too.
Yep. I like to throw wacky. It's like if I have to fish finesse, that's what I'm gonna fish. That's just what I'm gonna go to.
Let's see, Disco Violet. Now that Violet
now
sounds
Disco
pretty
Violet I have heard of.
good. Heard of that one?
Zoom. Comes in a fluke. And a few other baits, but yeah, I heard of that one. We have that one.
Gator Puke, Yike Slime, in red. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to do a review soon. I haven't heard of those before.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool
It
names.
does. What brand are those and everything?
Red Alert Lures.
Red Alert Lewis. Okay.
Huh.
That must be a new one.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Is that like a custom or like independent brand one? Let's see. Motor Oil is a classic color.
Oh yeah, classic.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Legendary. Those are
Yeah.
two good examples too, man. Let's see. Red Alert Lures, veteran owned. Nice. I knew it was probably like an independent company, man. I like dealing with like small and up and coming companies because I actually know who makes my stuff, and I feel like a lot of times they have a lot of pride that they put into that product, and they really care about it when they produce it.
Yeah, a lot of major companies, you know, they've gotten so big that they kind of forget, you know, who made them. You know, us as the public, the average fisherman, those are the ones that really buy the product anyway. So it's nice to support some of the people that are making it.
So yeah, I think guys that pretty much
we've been on for a while.
We've been talking a lot,
We've been
man.
on for a while.
So we definitely enjoyed it, man. If you get a chance, check out Michael's channel. He does have the contest going on right now. So subscribe and potentially get you a chance to win this nice
Carbon Light.
Carbon Light.
Brand new. I took it out the box and that's it. It's never been spooled, I promise.
Nice, real. And I have nothing for you guys. Hey, just tight lines, man, and continue to catch those bass. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.
All right, thank y'all.
Thanks for watching. Let's see.